Hiya, welcome to Lisa Loves. Today I am doing another tag video. It's somewhat of a different one today. It's not a horror one for a change. This one is a Mission Impossible tag, and I've been tagged by Aaron from Screen Stars, who I didn't know liked to tag videos, so you'll wish you hadn't said that, Aaron. You'll find yourself getting tagged in videos from now on. Right, so you will find me look down to my pad now and again because there's different little bits I've forgotten. So number one, what do you think is the most daring stunt Ethan Hunt has pulled off in any of the Mission Impossible movies? Right, who came to mind for me here? So I'm going to mention both, purely because one of them's in a movie I don't care very much for. Right, I have a ridiculous fear of heights. You'll know where this is going. In Mission Impossible 2, where he's hanging off the edge of the rock face with one hand, that is just terrifying for me. And we all know Tom Cruise does all his own stunts. I know for that one that he refused a safety net. He did have a harness, but he did refuse a safety net for that one. So yeah, that just makes my feet curl. When I see something on telly where it's really high, my toes curl underneath for some reason. I don't know why. The other one, I will look down because this name, I keep forgetting it. It's where he's climbing the, is it Burj Khalifa building in Ghost Protocol? He's got the gloves which adhere to the side of the glass, and he's like working his way up this massively tall building, which he actually really did in real life. Again, his own stunts. And halfway up, one of the gloves malfunctions and starts flashing red, and his hand falls, and he's hanging off this building with one hand. And he throws the glove away and it like catches onto the side of the building, and he meets the glove again on his way, and then the other glove malfunctions and he drops like down I don't know how many flights or floors, and he manages to grab on again with the single glove. That movie is just, that part of that movie is just, oh, it just, my toes curl from start to finish of that. And I really admire, a lot of people have a lot to say about Tom Cruise and his private life. I don't know whether there's truth in all of the stuff or not, but I have to say I really, really like Tom Cruise as an actor. I always have done. I love most of what he's been in. I think he's a very good actor. He's very determined, he's very driven, and he's always come across to me as being a thoroughly likeable person. What his beliefs are, I suppose, is up to him, isn't it? So there we are. Number two, what actor played the best villain in the movies? Right, I've given this to the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. He tends to always have been typecast as the villain, or when he was a bit younger, maybe sort of the nerdy sidekick. But I think he was the most ruthless of villains in Mission Impossible. The way that he executed, when they pretended that there was another girl they pretended was Ethan Hunt's wife, and he shot her, I think in the leg initially, and then he executed her and Tom Cruise thought it was his wife. Yeah, that was totally ruthless, and just generally his entire demeanour. I thought he was fantastic. Was that Mission Impossible 3 that was in? Yeah, Mission Impossible 3 he played Owen Davian, or Davian. Yeah, so yeah, him. Number 3. If you could go back in time and save Mission Impossible 2 from John Woo, which director would you choose? Right, I didn't like number 2. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that John Woo directed it, so that's news to me. I just knew that I didn't like it, so I'm actually going to choose, even though this was his first directorial debut, I'm going to choose Brad Bird, that was responsible for both Ghost Protocol, because that was my favourite Mission Impossible movie. I think I've just answered another question there. So yeah, I'm going to go for Brad Bird in that, because I loved what he did with Ghost Protocol. I loved the humour that was injected. I thought it's really good to intersperse a really tense, action-filled movie with elements of humour. I think it works really well and it relieves a bit of tension. So yeah, I'm going to choose him. Who do you find funnier? This is number 4. Who do you find funnier, Simon Pegg or Ving Thames? Definitely Simon Pegg. I like them both, but I think I have a soft spot for Simon Pegg from movies like, you know, the Shaun of the Dead and The World's End. I know that's nothing to do with the Mission Impossible movies, but I just prefer him as an actor, to be fair. Number 5 I've already answered. what is your favourite Mission Impossible movie? That would be Ghost Protocol. And number 6, what is the rabbit's foot? Right, now when Aaron did this, he assumed that this question was, what is it that is lucky about Ethan Hunt and why doesn't he die? But I think the question is referring to, in Mission Impossible 3, they do keep referencing the rabbit's foot, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's character wants to get the rabbit foot. We never are fully explained or told what the rabbit's foot is, just that he wants it, and he clearly wants it for bad reasons. So I am making the assumption that the rabbit's foot, everything to me pointed towards him wanting to use it for destruction. I think rather than a weapon, I think it was some form of contaminant, some form of virus or something that could kill a lot of people, because I think there was one section where we saw a biohazard. I've written something down, what was it? I've written down he wanted to sell it for 850 million. And it was, I think it was, there was something linked about biohazardous, I'm sure at some stage. I'd need to watch the movie again, but I think the rabbit's foot was something nasty that he wanted to spread amongst other people. Maybe that's completely wrong, that's my guess. So, and if you want me to answer the question the other way, what is the rabbit's foot, as in what is Tom Cruise's lucky charm, I'm going to say tech. He would not have been able to carry out any of what he carried out, and he would be dead by now if it wasn't for tech and it wasn't for his technical assistance. So there we go. So that is the 5 question, I think it was 5 questions, I've lost my place. 6 questions, sorry, Mission Impossible tag. I was tagged by Aaron of Screen Stars. So who will I tag? This is quite difficult as most of my circle are horror fans. I'm not sure which of them watch Mission Impossible movies. So let me have a stab in the dark. I am going to tag Nick, the Last Shoegazer. I am going to tag Horrific Nightmares JM, as I know Jason watches other types of movies. I will tag Movie Massacre. I'm not sure if he watches these kind of movies. So that's Horrific Nightmares JM, Movie Massacre, Nick, the Last Shoegazer. I think I'll leave it there because most other people I know, I think, mainly watch horror. So yeah, those 3. We'll see if they can come up with anything. So that's been the last... No, it hasn't. That's been Mission Impossible tag. Thanks very much to Aaron from Screen Stars for tagging me. I do like to do a different tag now and again, so that was cool. I will put all the questions below in the description, and a link to Aaron's video who tagged me, and obviously links to the 3 channels that I have also tagged. So thanks for watching, and it's over and out from Lisa Loves.